like Marty McFly. Stepping, I feel like the guy. I got them looking like why. I never doubted me why. I never doubted my guys. You know you in it for win. I stand on 10, you on 10. I don't have friends of a friend. Only the fan of the kin. Only my wife and my kids. That's all I needed to win. Now I only trust my true friends. Had to cut off my loose ends. You know I win if you win. You know you win if I win. I swipe that cash, don't fold. I swipe my bank on gold. Don't think that I've been dumb. I spend like I've been broke. None of my cash can fold. None of my calls are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold. None of my calls are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash digital, digital, digital. The dash digital. Go, go, go. Digital, digital. Digital, digital. The cash digital. Digital. The dash digital. Run it up. Digital, digital. Digital, digital. Living my truth, no tricks. I'm just trying to feed my kids. I'm just trying to keep my way. I'm just trying to live my life while we get rich. Mind my biz. Money gon' come, some go. Man, if you know, you know. I've been through highs and lows. Here for the ride, I go. Slide and roll. Up and down, but I get up. The numbers crunching, no sit-ups. I grew up and got dripped up. Purple label, my get up. That's 101, not a run and done. Month to month, and there's more to come. I told Cushy, let's run it up. Now it's millions on millions. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash digital, digital, digital. The dash digital, go, go, go. Digital, digital. Digital, digital. The cash digital, digital. The dash digital. Run it up. Digital, digital. Digital, digital. Double A, double up. Yeah. Double A, double up. The money I color up. Color up. Double A, double up. The money I color up. 2 turns of 4, 4 turns of 8. Sleep and get paid. Rich when I wake. I bet the bank. I set the pace. Guess what I make, that's what I make. Counting pockets, that's a trending topic. You got this and you got that, but got no spending options. I keep quiet, but still get it rocking. I keep quiet with it in my pocket. I keep quiet, moving stuff is silent. Double A, double up. The money I color up. Double A, double up. The money I color up. God been blessing me. You think you been blessing me? Don't
chicken,
mean
1, 2. Chicken tenders.
This has been my recipe. You buy watch and bust them down. Mine is my investment piece. Heard your mix is drowning out. You need to call Trevor, please. I don't fold, I don't fear. Pearly whites, no veneers. Keep it clean, check it's clear. Water clear, P is clear. See the light, you go dear. See the light, I go near. Let me shine, watch me shine. I'ma shine, vision clear. Double A, double up. The money I color up. Color. Double A, double up. The money I color. Gotta get the cake. Okay, this ain't what you used to. Always with the new. This ain't what you used to. I do me, do you. I do me, do you. This ain't what you used to. 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 This ain't what you. No, this ain't what you used to. Switching from the bikes to a new coupe. You know I keep some new shoes. Keep it simple, not like you. All night, get right. Know you know the price. Know you know the name, no games. I need all my money now. Not playing, man. This ain't what you used to. I might fly to
Buenos tardes, mis perros.
What you used to. And I'm grinding to the top, I can't let it slip away, so I gotta get the pay. Okay, this ain't what you used to. Always with the new, this ain't what you used to. I do me, do you? I do me, do you? This ain't what you used to. 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 This ain't what you. Calls keep coming in for the win, get it in. This ain't what you used to.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I'm so thank you very much.
Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto Charts with Road Dogg. My name is Lane. I am the Road Dogg on patrol tonight. Taking a look at the market, just kind of boring sideways. Really, you know, it's starting to. I'm here on a 6-minute time frame. Like, is that matters? If you're checking this out next week, this is like, what? What am I supposed to get from this? But when she gets boring, I kind of like to just look at her there. But when I'm starting out, I'm always looking at a bigger time frame, especially if I'm trying to plot a trade. Those bigger time frames give you those killer trades, right? And you know, man, has the market sentiment like flip-flop or what today? Like, I see so many, and I'm not saying anybody's wrong, but it's just YouTube is just so flip-floppy. Are we? Bullish, we're going to the moon. Oh, this bearish signal just flashed. This bullish signal just this moment, and I'm like, should we have a little bit of foresight in this kind of stuff? I mean, kind of see ahead a little bit besides just taking it like every minute by minute for some of these. I mean, it's just what we've got a possible reversal pattern going on at a possible reversal area. I still think, I mean, my analysis is that, you know, we still got just a little bit higher that we might be able to go before I would look for something that everybody's looking for now. But even if that's not true, even if we get what everybody's looking for now, it's not horrible, is it? So let's take a look at Bitcoin, because there's lots of anticipation in the air with Bitcoin. Make sure the mic and the sound's coming in all right. Okay. Testing 1, 2, testicles 1, testicles 2. They're all there. What happened? That's a wardrobe malfunction. We're back. Somebody didn't pay the video bill. I just like that one. So, Bitcoin, man. We're touching this Ichimoku cloud. We may have broke this parabola. Might we be in the dreaded triple top scenario where it's got that little middle peak there that comes kind of not quite to the top of either other side there? One of the signs in identifying one of those, by the way, according to Thomas Bukowski. But are we in trouble or what? It's kind of the question that everybody wants to know. What can we say about this? I'm trying to zoom out here, and out of everything that I see, I really like this idea. Well, almost. There is this one other idea that we did go over. That's just extending this little guy, this little trend line here, and following him up as a channel. I love this one, because I think this is what we got going on. We broke out of this channel, come back, and we're here for a retest. That's what I'm seeing. That's one of the most positive interpretations that I can get out of the price action at this moment. And it's not too wishful thinking. It's very solid. We did break out of this. It has a great chance to retest, and we can bounce off of this and go higher. This kind of corresponds with a Wyckoff reaccumulation theory, and at some point they may do their little spring, and that's kind of where, you know, the same equivalent to us as pattern traders as a bear trap, right? So if I like to use the Cliff Note version of Wyckoff. I like Wyckoff, but getting into all the different segments, because they're not, you know, you can really summarize it with just a sideways channel so well, and a bear trap. and you're bouncing off the walls. And range trading. Great for that. It kind of sums it up for me anyway. But some people like to get technical and go over the point of support and last point of support and automatic rally and all the little steps that honestly I can't remember them because it's too confusing. Let's keep it simple, man. We got a range, and as long as, you know, we stay within that range, we can bounce out of it. But if we come down and do something like this and there, that's probably that little sign we're looking for Wyckoff reaccumulation. Makes sense that it would be with this small supply of Bitcoin that we have on the exchanges. Has been for a while, but now that supply is going to cut in half real quick. So there's some people, there's a narrative forming out there that it's just all priced in. It's already priced in. And I'm like, is it really? Because I don't think you've really felt the crunch yet, Mr. Greedy Butts over on Wall Street. I don't think you've really felt the crunch yet. That's just my take. I am not yet bearish. I'm cautious. I am cautious. But when I look at the bigger time frame, even here on the daily, man, just going by the moving averages, man, they're stacked up nice, and we're just getting a normal pullback. And if we look at this channel idea, which I think is adorable, I mean, this channel is it's solid, dude. It's got everything that we need, all the touches, and price travels in the channel. That's a big part of my theory until it doesn't, and it stopped right here. Technically, you would say that, you know, we just got another channel that, you know, this may be a decent identifier of it. I just don't like cutting through candle bodies, so I'll usually just line her up there on the candle body. Might this be where we are? Might this be what we're in? Well, it makes this whole bull flag idea seem, you know, it's plausible. I still maintain that we are here, and there was a pullback there. We're kind of like this. And let's see, our halving, if I'm not mistaken, was somewhere back through here, right? Anyway, where we are currently is where we were, or resembles it a lot where we were just 4 years ago. We've even thrown on one of these charts, we did a fractal of this just to kind of play it out in it. It's kind of interesting. So I can't go all bearish at this moment in time until, you know, this trend line is broken, and I could even cheat and take it to the extremes. You know, I still got that wick down here, but until I see some of these levels broken right here, I'm not quite there, but there are some signs that, you know, that might happen. If it does, baby, you got a plan what you're going to do. I mean, I've got a backup plan on how I'm going to handle it. I'm not going to be very happy about it, but I've got one in place there, especially when it comes to dealing with the altcoins and everything, right? Because they've really taken the brunt of this hit, not so much Bitcoin. If you got mostly Bitcoin in your portfolio, it's held fairly well, and that's why I have a majority of Bitcoin in my HODL, my biggest portfolio, my biggest HODL wallet. It's 75% Bitcoin. Well, especially right now, since the altcoin values have dumped down a little bit, right? So we need to take a look at a few metrics here to get a little bit of a better feel for what's going on, I think. And total 3 is a good one to look at, and I'd rather just flip on right over here. Take a look at total 3. Because we had this kind of, basically it's just a weak ass trend line that we're hoping holds. But she wicked through, she technically came down to our bottom main one, right? Not convinced that this area right here is going to hold. And so that could be, you know, several billion more dollars coming out of our altcoins as we just kind of go through a little bit of a correction. Again, the moving averages, the main moving averages, the momentum of this whole move are still strong and up and to the right. So I'm not I'm not afraid of anything real crazy like the bottom falling out of the market or anything. I just see we get to a little stopping point, kind of reassemble, reconsolidate, and then, we continue slowly up while Bitcoin steals the show with Bitcoin dominance. Because that's the biggest thing that I've just been wondering about this whole deal. That when the whole world's Bitcoin is going to be in the spotlight for the whole world. I mean, that's the main one. And they are going to look and say, well, why there's so many, all these altcoins? What do they do? Why did they need that? I mean, there's going to be a lot of questions about a lot of these projects, and there's so many altcoins flooding the market today, all trying to get a little piece of the pie. But a lot of the money has been waiting for Bitcoin for a long, long time, and it will be headed there. A lot of it. And that's where the attention goes, the money flows. And the altcoins, I'm just saying, might suffer a little bit from that. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me tonight as we look at the market and watch our bags kind of fluctuate. Some of them are bleeding, and then, some projects are doing all right. Appreciate that, Joe, using the 4-letter word. Said so often on this channel, dog. Save you 10% on a Tangem wallet, duh. I got a feeling the delay is not that bad tonight. Seems like a pretty quick response we got going on here. Let's go ahead and take a look at some juicy altcoin news. I like hearing the alpha on that. Spend just a moment on that, come back and start getting into some altcoins and looking at some projects here. Seeing how bad they're hit, seeing that there's some that might be getting at a good price to get in, because some of these projects have been beaten down so bad that they're looking kind of, I just kind of feel sorry for them. I just kind of want to help them out a little bit. Right now, let's check out the news. Woo! Oh, crap. What happened today in crypto? According to Kai Young Ju, Athena's reserve fund can handle prolonged negative funding rates like in the 2022's FTX Luna scenario, as long as its market cap stays below 3 billion, and currently it's at 2.4 billion. Ticker symbol ENA. FET Ocean HEIX. The Artificial Superintelligence Alliance has confirmed the ASI token merger. ASI token is expected to launch on May 24th. Jupiter has announced Jupe Sol, Solana's yield liquid staking token featuring trustless delegation to Jupiter's validator with 0 fees and 100 MEV kickback. Hopper, Gnosis GIP 98 proposal has been launched. Governor suggests investing in Hopper to develop the Gnosis VPN. Interesting developments. OGN and OGV. The proposal token merger OGV and OGN has been accepted by the Origin DeFi DAO. OGV migration will go live on mid-May. Puerto has been rebranded to Open Custody Protocol. Ticker symbol OPEN. Radiant Capital's RFP 33 governance is ongoing. Proposal seeks a 50% increase in Radiant's total supply to back new chain expansions and Radiant's version 3's launch. Currently, the vote is around 50% in favor, with voting ending in 2 days. Portal has announced the launch of Astronova coming soon. And TIA, according to Joshua Duke, had an extra 130 million TIA was staked between April 8th and 9th. It may suggest staking may lead to an airdrop soon. Victoria VR will launch early access to its VR metaverse, Seguia, on May 14th. And Shy XAI announced Shy staking pool is live. This is what has happened in crypto in the last 24 hours. Thank you to Layer GG over on Twitter X. Let's get back into the charts.
Yay!
It's going smoother. About darn time. guys remember this $100 stablecoin called QNT? Yeah, at $103 again. Did you really dip down all the way back down to $80? Did you really? QNT. My oh my. She could still be in this possible bottoming pattern of Adam and Eve, but man, it's just been taking years to form it. So by golly, QNT, you better deliver, because you trying our patience. The trying our patience is losing favor with my patience. Yet, man, she did something she shouldn't have done. She broke through this major trend line that we're lucky to have. That was the last bottom. And now she went down and made a lower low, but she broke back into the pattern. Tricky one right here, man. That means that this trend line is now compromised. I can't trust it, meaning that if she does want to take another dive to the south side, she locked it down there on 84th Street. She going back down there for some more trouble if she can't straighten her life out and get above 100. And I'm just keeping it 100 with you right now. Q&T, what going on, baby? You got so much going for you, and you had to come back down south side. What's up? You got the 50 and the 100 right above the 200, baby. What's up? You just couldn't stand it? You had to go back to old neighborhoods, had to kick it around, see what's up? Yeah. Oh, yeah. A little good back there. You had to go revisit. Is that what we're talking about? Get the stank off the paint. Come on, baby. Let's get this out of your system. Let's go. We got bigger balls to fry here. I don't know what I'm saying at this moment. Q&T is a disappointment, but maybe that's a flush out that we need to get her pumped up to the upside. It's the music making me talk crazy like this. I know it is. I'm looking for this 282 target that seems like it's almost impossible to ever achieve, and maybe it is. Maybe I'm just too hopeful, but at least one thing that I can kind of hope for is if we are doing this Adam and Eve pattern, we at least got to come up and kiss this area around $200 or $214 just to confirm it. Just to confirm it. Did your voice break? Are you in puberty again? Maybe so. $103, man. Q&T. Why do I even try? Why? Tell me. Why? He drank the Kool-Aid. One that's on my radar right now is Sweet. Sweet. She just keeps hitting my targets up here, so I'm all targeted out on Sweet. So wait a minute, just for the record, let me all right, so I don't know. That's something that apparently we're supposed to do on YouTube. It helps the algorithm, I guess. I don't know. People seem to like it. So I don't want to disappoint anybody. Gosh darn it. I want to try to do this YouTube thing right. So all that stuff got played out, right? So I got to see what we're doing. Nice rounded shape here. I like nice rounded shapes. We call them rounded bottoms. I tried to find something just to kind of burn that image into your guys' mind, and I don't know. I keep looking for the perfect image just to kind of get that across, that we want to look for nice rounded bottoms, because that's just what really makes number go up. I heard somebody refer to it as a skateboard ramp that just throws you to the upside. That's a way to look at it too. I only got a picture of this though. Is that okay? I can get a skateboard. We can do a skateboard instead of a bottom. I am not against change. I like that. So how would we look at this? Well, ideally, since we've already got a top, how I say top, I like to kind of just drive it home that's a top. So I use the oratory skills of repetition to drive point home, you might find. Finding support here, the 618. find that area interesting. There is always that scary possibility that we'll come down to the 75-cent area here on Solway, and I think that would be so sweet. That would ruin me on one of my little longer term play positions because well, maybe not. I think I actually got a buy-in over there. You should have cashed out at $2, dude. But I didn't. It's okay. It's okay. Could 75 cents get hit? It could. We got this yellow 200 moving average here that we're finding support on. So that's a good thing. And so far until I see that breached, I wouldn't think that we would go any further down, to be honest with you, for SWE. Might come back and retest that area at 106. Might just kind of, slowly creep on up from where we are at 122. I find that I'm really liking fibs, especially when we're projects that get into price discovery. Really liking this one right here at 267 for a possible higher high. If we do get a bounce here off of the 200 moving average, and honestly, I don't see why we wouldn't. I'm really kind of liking this. Well, there are some things I don't want to get too bullish on. I mean, I'm always looking at these trend lines, but that's pretty solid. Starting here from the bottom and connecting to the bottoms, wicks or tops or whatever we got there. I mean, the more I home in to say this bottom here, the more it kind of encapsulates everything. I like to go where the majority of the touches are, like 2 candle bodies, and that kind of gets me here. Wicks there, candle bodies there, stop it, and that looks pretty solid here on the daily. We got no candle, not even a candle body touch down there. Lots of candle wicks here, a lot of little buy pressure going up according to the Heikinaichi candles there. We have an angle with that trend line. I'm big on the angles. And I just like to see where the confluence is, and that'll be where a little bit of a hiccup is. Non-moving average is also at the top of that trend line, so and it's a good place to have a little hiccup as we try to fight our way back up. So about 131, 132. But this area looks interesting. Candle body tops here. It's not a perfect matchup, but it looks like there's enough of a congestion along this angle that these areas at 175 will also be a little cautionary area to look for. These are just some of the ways I use this, but I like this when I got candle body top, and those matched up really good. So to me, that's an important thing to look at. How the wicks do. Wicks kind of suck sometimes, but them bodies. So to me, well, screw you, man. I'm putting you up here. Let's give us a little bit more confidence to these other areas. We're looking at 253. So if price travels in a channel and we've just identified a big ass channel and we're at the bottom of it, well, there's a good likelihood that we might just bounce off of here like a ball, since the momentum behind these moving averages are still up and to the right, even though, yeah, some of these are, I know, they're tornado diving and kamikaze diving down here, like the little birds coming down to go grab the worm. But what do they do after they grab the worm? Well, they go back up to the trees, baby. So we're headed back to the trees. SWE is headed to the trees. That makes no sense whatsoever, but that's just what I'm saying it is. Bounce off the 200 movement. I like what I'm seeing here on the daily. What say you other indicators? Looks pretty good, man. Stochastics head to the upside. I got the little green dot here. If you're a green dot person. MACD hasn't caught up yet, but she is seriously serious on the first signs of thinking about it. just as we are seeing this go to the downside on the bigger time frames, well, happens to be on SWE on the daily time frame. This one is kind of leaning toward the upside. So I listened to MACD there, MACD. Ain't Mac. I gotta find a good name for MACD. She's a little bit of a laggard, but what she says is the truth. She got a lot of weight behind her words when she gets a rolling. When MACD speaks, people should listen. That's what I've come to see. Gonna be some struggle here for SWE, definitely under the 200 moving average here on the 6 hour, 4 hour. What do you look like? That's the same story there too. But nice areas here, I think. You can possibly get into this because when you zoom out, I think this one's can do some stuff. Should we have some fun with it? Should we do some price predictions? Or should we just let it roll? I'll let you guys hang out. I gotta see what's a good number for price predictions. What are those fancy YouTuber numbers that's always popping up? 777 or 333. Yeah, those pop up a lot. That's uncanny. Uncanny. I see nothing, so far we're just gonna move on to something else. How about that old Trias? If I get those numbers, I'll come back to it. Otherwise, we'll just keep moving on. I get the message. You don't want to talk about it. That's fine. It's okay. We move on. Kind of the same thing that I'm seeing for Bitcoin, just retesting a channel, top of a channel. Break back into that, close a candle inside of it, and then I'm going to get a little bit nervous. It may have done that on the daily. Did you? 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 No, it didn't. Not really. She got a candle right above it. That's a good bullish sign, if you ask me. Look at this little nosedive going on right here. That 9 moving average on the daily, just that's a true kamikaze. That is just, whoo, I'm coming for you. The target on your back. Oh! I mean, that's just tomorrow that's going to be bearish. I mean, totally bearish. Then the 21 falling after it. What's going on here, man? She's got this influx of bearishness, and I'm not seeing it so much here on the volume, but man, maybe it's playing catch up from over here, but golly. So it looks like she's finding support here, but that's a lot of sell pressure in the price action there, losing some key areas, losing those key moving averages. Yet stochastics want to go to the upside on the daily. Got the little green dot there on the daily. I think she's got some work to do, Trios, myself, but she's at a nice little area because, I mean, she was up around $16, $17, right? Now she's half of that. So 50% off on Trios if you're looking for a 50% discount. Just thought I'd bring that your way, courtesy of Road Dog Crypto. She might get cheaper. This might be, just a small 3-day sale. A little nibble never hurt anybody if they wanted to nibble on the nibble and coin of Trios. If you like to nibble Trios, then that's a good nibble time. I've got, what do we got going on here? Got Grimmer. Hey, how's it going, Grimmer? We didn't say hi to everybody, right? Straka, Rackets Adventures, Dave P, Trade Intuition, Joe, as we call him. Dave P. Man, I missed a request at the very end of the night, but I had no time for it. I can't remember what it was, but if you request that again, I will make sure that I hit that. Thought I wrote it down. Maybe I did. Check my notes. Strax. Okay, I got it. We'll do it. We got Mr. Miles. How's it going, Mr. Miles? Give Chester my regards. I haven't caught him lately. I don't know if it may be a time thing. Haven says, ape into one Dutch meme coin and FFS, the ads. True that. And Crypto 420 says Tau and GFI. We can do those. Those are good picks. I like those. I'm going to start out with Strax because that was a request last night and I just didn't make it to. Strax available on MexC and Bitmart HTX. Let's take a look at this coin. Well, let's take the chart already popped up. Ooh, big pump up and retracement there on the daily for Strax. This is StrikeX. That may not be the one I'm looking for. Or is it StrikeX? I would say that it probably is. Do a little dive into the tokenomics here on StrikeX. StrikeX comes in with a $64 million, now a $66 million market cap. That just updated. Circulating the supply is 861 million tokens. All-time high for this little guy was 2 years ago when it reached 20, just a little under 21 cents. Currently sitting at 7 cents now, down 64% from that all-time high. It's available on Bitmart, MexC, Uniswap version 2, PancakeSwap. So we got a BNB smart chain address there. Strike is coming in between neutral and buy over here on Tokenmetrics for a trader grade, and the same thing also as investor grade. Interesting. Now, these are the numbers I like to look at. We got a Tokenmetrics investor grade at 61%, not bad. Fundamental grade at 52, on par, nothing wrong with that. Valuation grade looks really nice to me, 87% undervalued. That's a pretty lofty score that this one's got some number go up potential. And with the technology grade coming in at 70%, their basic fundamental score for this one is pretty promising, meaning that it's worth a deeper dive to do your due diligence. Web3 tools for the future of financial markets. StrikeX is a blockchain-powered hybrid ecosystem of interoperable CeFi and DeFi solutions, harnessing tokenization technologies for the next generation of financial markets. So sounds a little bit like a little touch of real-world assets integrated possibly into this project. So one to definitely put on your radar. Let's go check out the charts. There we go. This looks a little bit better. This is over on Bitmart, and this gives us a little bit more information to go by. I like this chart a lot better. StrikeX over on Bitmart. Just my general analysis from this last swing high that we had January of 2022. Gives me a nice little accumulation zone right at this 236 Fibonacci area. You see me use this technique all the time. And for me, anything under this area is a juicy buy zone. So anything under 7.5 cents or under 7 cents was finger licking good. And right now we've broken out of that zone and retesting it. To me, that is very bullish. Chances are that we will get a bounce here, meaning that here at about 7 cents is a nice, gorgeous little buy for the risky person that might want to go for a little trade idea there. You can put some very tight stop losses underneath these areas, just in case she does wig down. But I would wait for a confirmed bounce there, and we should start seeing some higher highs out of this little guy. There's always a chance that we may bounce back below that. If we do, then, you know, that's not fun. It could be a lot of down and sideways as go into more of a reaccumulation. But seeing a possible bounce here looks really bullish to me, like what I'm seeing on my indicators too, with the moving averages there as well. Some targets that you can put on your radar there, seeing that this area is finding some support here. I'm looking at this 15-cent area right there. That's a good area that it may get some serious rejection for a little bit of a steeper pullback. Also, this area at 21 cents, 21.3 technically there. Some good areas for possible reversals, meaning a great area to take profit in my book. Areas that I look for personally. So about 108% gains there for that first target, and up to dang near close to 100%, 193% there at the second target at 21 cents. So some good profit potential there for a trade setup. Nice little rounding shape there, breaking out of a accumulation area. From here, we start going up, and it could go up faster. Actually could blow all these targets out of the water. So you come back here and there's a big old wick there. I mean, I'm just letting you know we could be seeing that as well. It had a lot of buy pressure when she first started out. Didn't quite repeat that back in January 2022. So curious to see how this one will go. But these areas of 23 cents could definitely re-hit again, in my personal opinion, with SecuX from just what I'm seeing here alone on this chart. Hey, Dave Barfanugan. Oh, that's not what it says. Oh, yes, it does. How's it going, Haven? Oh, says he hasn't got Chester either. Oh, I hope he's doing okay. He's a good dude. He's a good dude. Haven says, well, market whales are going to offer OTC trading on Solana. Should invest. Oh, that's totally up to you. Well, market whale is going to offer OTC trading on. Yeah, I know nothing about that. I need to keep a little bit more up to date on Solana ecosystem. There's so many ecosystems out there. It's crazy. See what we got over here on Dex Tools. This is Tucker Carlson. Lost his parabola. Now we're kind of going down and sideways. Going to have to go through accumulation and figure out where our bottom is. So she just needs some time to chill out, my personal opinion. Trying to look at Mew. Mew, as far as the meme coins are going here. Oh, nice. I'll take that. That's close enough. You can look at that as a falling wedge if you like. Bukowski says to take top all the way down to the bottom over here, so that kind of is where the length comes from. Measure move come in at 0.013 cents, possibly. That's me putting that at the retest. Still style out there at. if we're going by measure moves and patterns. And of course, you've also got the last high we got there at 0.01. Another place people like to put as a little target area. With these patterns, there's always a chance for a retest. This may have been it, but you know, she could still come back to some of these areas on her travels to the northward, to the Northland. Could be some, that's some decent gains from that breakout. 130%. That's the thing with some of these meme coins. It's just hard to, you don't realize how big of gains there are for just a small move. Wow. Sometimes I see the appeal, definitely. Shoot, some of these targets could be up to 180% gains. From the breakout, not from where it is. From where it is, it's still not bad, though. Mirror. Glad to see it on the upside. I got some liquidity that I'm providing over on CoinEx with that. Just playing around, seeing how that runs. Can't really tell. Pups is another one that's kind of up. I have no pups, but it's a running with an S. Pupsis. Pupsis. What do we got going on here, pup? Okay. Oh man, I thought I was gonna get something like this. Well, technically I could. Well, technically you do, but I'm not crazy, right? Kinda cool. Well, we got pups, and what I would probably expect, don't know what's going to happen. What would be cool is if it continues up and breaks past that trend line, and that would be awesome. But what would probably normally happen that I would expect to happen would just be, you know, rejection there, and then probably come back and maybe even retouch this trend line and then try to, you know, however it wants to gradually work its way up to these targets. That's kind of what I'm seeing, and I could be totally wrong because, you know, if you want to go to the extreme, you know, we might be in some kind of wild, crazy megaphone pattern that could just skyrocket to the top of it. That's not out of the question. That'd be like $150. That sounds like total crazy hopium. What are you smoking, road dog? Anything I can get my hands on lately, I'm a Joneson. What? So, or we could just be, you know, kind of traveling sideways and just kind of be cool with this $97 target. That's the first one I would look at. Pulling the fibs, it gives me a target over here about $1. That's at 120. Is this a meme? This is pups? This is a meme thing? These are some big numbers for a meme. I don't know what this is. It's just she's doing some stuff and people were taking notice, and she was showing some hotness over at Tokenmetrics is what she's doing, but I think she's got some work to do, but maybe. Where's your price labels, man? Price label. $97. or some crazy place up here. Looks like it might have a possible breakout here, this trend line, so she may be doing something. Hey, I appreciate that, Cheap Pete. Welcome to the stream. Andy on E. I'm going to take a stab at it. That is this one. Well, that looks cool. I like the rounding. What am I on the 1 hours chart here? Let's go to well, the 1 hours probably fine. Well, 4 hours pretty good. So with new information, I mean, we started out with this, right? Which is kind of cool if you want to take a look at it that way. Broke back above this trend line, and that usually gives you some bullish results. And we follow this idea, you know, those angles start lighting up and kind of give you some, just right off the bat, some resistance areas to look at. Just using that method, just throw it right above the candles. It's 0.000016. But I like to take the new information into account, the candle bodies at least. I just think that makes more sense to me personally. Shows us our new trajectory, in my personal opinion. We are finding some resistance there. Nice 618 retracement there. Might get a little bit of confluence here when we take the measurement and put it to the top of the channel. We kind of already guessed that one. Oh, I'm not playing that one. Give me just a moment to, well, I mean, you got enough information right here to do a really nice analysis on this, because you basically have a channel, and we'll get a break into the upside of that channel that can give us a measure move. You have to put this at the breakout after it confirms, and, you know, that means going back and adjusting it if you want to be a little bit more technical and accurate, in my personal opinion. But that alone gives us a target at 0.002068. And from where we are right now, that'd be a 77%. Nice rounded shape. Now she may come back down and retest, you know, the top of this area, which would be coming down here. Some people might call that cup and handle. Since price is rising into the lip on this side and cup and handles are continuation patterns, I would be cool with that as long as it doesn't come down more than 2/3 of the way past here. We're good. Seems like the people that talk about cup and handles the most don't really stress, well, what's so big about a cup and handle? Actually, kind of seen them kind of get lost when they were confronted with information about it. They looked like deer in headlights. But William J. O'Neill came up with the cup and handle, and the best ones play out on the bigger time frames. He actually was looking at it on the weekly, and it was taking years worth of form. But the thing about it was supposed to be a coveted pattern because it is an accumulation pattern or reaccumulation pattern. And the roundingness just shows the slowness of the big money coming in and slowly accumulating. But hell, now in crypto, we're finding them on the damn 1 minute and 10-second chart. So none of that stuff kind of matters. But the deal is they do have an evaluation point, but they're supposed to be, if they form like that slowly, they are supposed to be one of the best performing cup, patterns out there that has a high success rate of playing out. So if you see a lot of cup and handles thrown out there and then half of them are playing out, well, I'm just saying maybe there's something wrong with what we're calling a cup and handle compared to the statistics and performance of what the founder's definition would be, or that of Thomas Wachowski, who breaks it down for us over on the patternside.com. That's just my thoughts on it, though, but I digress. I mean, I don't know. Maybe most people can't see a round in shape with the little flaggy thing. Maybe a lot of people have trouble seeing that. Maybe you do have to have a special brain just to see that. I don't know. I lost it. I can't really go back and talk about it now, can I? That was Pups. I guess we're moving on. Been looking at OFN. I kind of like that. I think one of you guys brought it to my attention. Open Fabric. Quite interesting because she went so high. Okay, so this has been a test of the 3618. I'm putting a little note up there. What happened after we hit that little baby? What happened after we hit that 3618 Fibonacci, extension area? Oh, was that not a reversal area? This is what we've hit on total 3. That's what we hit on total 3, and that's kind of, It makes you think, but you know, we've talked about it for weeks and weeks and for a while. Gosh darn it, that's a big retracement. That's going to be like an 886 retracement. That's like a, ooh, lay low. Oh, help me, Elizabeth. I'm coming, Elizabeth. I'm coming, darling. Lord, help me. Lost that little guy. That sucks for you. I like the project. I've actually got some of this. We got it in at some really good prices, though. I mean, of course, she went up, so I think I'm still up on it. So, not bad. One of the other plays I've got. But what are you doing? What have we got going on here, baby? You haven't made it. You didn't really touch down here. Ooh. She is in a bearish predicament, definitely on the 4 hour. What limited price action we got here. I know she's above this trend line, and like it looks like she regained it, but she might lose it if she loses it. I can look at this in one of two ways. Either we've got more areas to hit down here that just didn't get hit, or it flipped so bullish that it nullified coming down to this 786 area. That's something rare that I don't see very often. So if that's so, I mean, I would see that as bullish, and just the fact of getting back above this trend line is bullish. So if we hold this and don't drop back below 45 cents, then she may be doing something really, really hella bullish, which would involve, something, probably tighten that up down here, I bet. Yeah, that goes up pretty good. She may just be getting her start on a megaphone pattern, meaning that she could hit the 618 target up here at about $1.40. Yeah, that's kind of cool. From where we are now, if that, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but 160% gains, but she's bear trap back in the pattern. We go visit the top of the pattern, or at least darn near as close as we get. Even if we don't get above 93 cents, that's a pretty good come up from these areas, right? So, wow. OFN, maybe. Let's see, there was another, we had a couple more. There were two that I didn't get to. Mr. Miles requesting flux. Was there one? No skates. Ah. Tau, oh, there we go. Tau in GFI. That's what it was. Let me grab these and then we will move on to Mr. Miles. So Tau. I like this one, but man, you've been hunting. I thought I saw a juicy price come into play. Time to make the donuts here. Give us another 15. Indicators look good. They look kind of promising on the 4 hour. I mean, some of them are looking a little bit more bullish, but she's under the 200 moving average on the 4 hour. So I'm immediately kind of bearish until we kind of get get above that. That's just kind of a general rule I got. I think it's a very common rule. Don't think it's like, oh my God, I'll just make that up. No, it's kind of like, yeah, most people know that. And you can usually find that information without having to pay for it, but you know, or you can find it and pay for it. I don't know. That option's out there too a lot. Lots of information out there. We'll put it that way. I like the little channel ideas that we got going on here. And what I don't like is that it's got a good chance of coming. Really? It might come down to the 200 moving average, bottom of this channel, 389, 390. It might. Doesn't have to, but it might. Overall, everything's going the way it should be. Momentum's there with the moving averages and everything, so I'm kind of cool with that. A lot what we got here. I hope we don't. This could technically be. Yes, come here, Elliot. Tell him, Elliot. Tell him. You suck, Elliot. You're saying this is A, B. You suck. I agreed with you here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm with you. But I think this is the top of your 4. This is our 4, Elliot. Wouldn't it be? See, we can't ever agree, man. Me and Elliot get into it all the time. Go home, Elliot. I'm done with you. Loves it. I'll bang it. We'll get some hopium targets up. Not hopium, but, you know, well, maybe hopium. All right, yeah, let's call them hopium targets up here. Man, they're all good, though. They all good. I like them all. You make me want to choose, but I like them all. They all good, yo. I'm just saying. They all good. So this trend line probably just confuses things and all that kind of stuff. Doesn't have to be like that, but those are interesting points to kind of notice and pay attention to. Ultimately, you know, I'm still looking at the bottom of this trend line and might as well just connect the dots over here, and we get one of the coolest patterns that I've seen. That, you know, we start talking about these areas up here like, is that $1,100? For real? This is Tau? For real? Yeah, this is where really? That's a hell of a move. We could see this. Yeah, you definitely could, man. Looking over to the left over here, man. The top of these prices, man. Keep saying man. The top of this area is coming right in line with this idea. I like this, how they didn't technically touch these wicks over here. It may be different on other charts, but this means this could be an Elliott wave thing, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another big move to a 5, which could be up here at 990. I've got 990 and 1106, and Elliott wave or not. I think there's actually an Elliott wave version of this within this particular pattern too, which, yeah, I'm cool with the pattern itself. But you guys know where to go for that nerd information, thepatterside.com. That's what you do. Think over there, get some knowledge. Could get a bounce there, and then a nice little bounce up to the top of the pattern there. Sounds crazy until that one day you come back and you look and say, gosh darn it, I measure move got hit after all. And like, how'd you know? I'm like, I did, just playing ping pong off of these little lines. Throw it there and it bounces. That's all I know. It works most of the time. Except for those few rare occasions that it don't, and then the general is just blame it on the market. So it's the market's fault, and just erase it real quick and run off and just talk about how great you are. That's what I'm starting to learn. I used to be a really great nose picker when I was a kid. I was really good at it. Really dump it in there. We could brag about lots of things, I suppose. Oh, GFI, that's what we were looking at. I got off topic. Squirrel! GFI, GoFinch. Now, this is one that I like to... definitely worth looking at places to accumulate this one, in my personal opinion. GoFinch, where's the best... I think we determined Coinbase had the best chart, right? So we looked at a couple of even Bitcoin doing a similar thing like this. I'm looking at being in a channel with a good possible idea of maybe retesting the top of this channel. You respect angles and things like that. That idea might be what we're looking at. We're seeing that again. Maybe it's not. On the daily chart here, let's see what we got. Bibby-wazzy. Not quite to where I wanted to see a B. That works. That does. Okay. Take it from this impulse. Move and move. Well, you give me a good target right over here then. Sholapa! Right there, it's just right under $8. I mean, it's not going to be like just an instant run up for the way that this works, but that's definitely on the table in my personal opinion. We just got to see if we can get some trend lines going here. You're struggling with this one, aren't you? That looks like that. Okay, we got some wiggle room there. Okay, cool. Make sure we got some touches here. Candle bottom to a wick. I'll let that slide or go to a wick to candle body, whatever. It does look like we got some. Might be getting a bouncy off of this trend line. That would be good. That's better than breaking through it, because that would suck. Please don't suck, GFI. Well, if you suck, then I get you cheaper. But if you suck, then you have a lot more headache to work your way through. I would just rather you bounce from here, man. Be honest with you. I'll pay more for you to suck less over the next few weeks. Deal? Sitting at what, $3.80 for GoFinch? I likes it. I do like this target just right around $8 area. I know it sounds crazy until that one day when you look up and GoFinch is like around $8. You're like, dang. And I just go, it's the magic of the Phoebes. And I just want to monitor this little trend line, see if it turns into anything. GoFinchy. I liked it. Could be coming back and retesting this $3 area. Don't know. Could happen. If it does, it sucks, but it's an opportunity in disguise. But if we continue bouncing here, that could be profitable. I've been liking OPSEC, and OPSEC has been kind of really cheap lately. I think it's back at the prices that maybe I first mentioned it. I can't remember. Or cheaper. this happens. So we definitely lost this trend line. That was kind of the line in the sand there, definitely. Notice this though. I mean, she didn't have the most severe breakout to the downside. I mean, it's not like if you took a measured move that it made it all the way down to negative. Oh, you're not negative. Yeah, you're negative 8 cents. Nothing like that. So we lost a trend line. This is where we blame it on the market and the Randy Dandy up and handy to the upside. The Randy Dandy up and handy to the. That didn't really work either, did it? So what we got, I like to see this kind of identify that really didn't change, did it? Now let's take a measure move. That looks kind of solid. More touches of the touches. I mean, I don't like that it went through there, but we'll kind of see. We'll compromise a little bit just so we can get a basic run-of-the-mill measured move, right? Which has already played out, but we're just doing this because we're just playing with ideas. This is what I do. But we do have a target. It did get wicked through. However, we're consolidating a little above it. And I had to pull straight down on those, and that's not going to change anything. Still, this area might be an area to mark and look for just in case prices come back and tap it. In case it actually is an area. That's just a measure move. We can look at some fibs. I trust fibs a little bit more for that idea. It's an 886 over there, really close. And we're bouncing off of a 786 area. We're going to run with that. If we go any lower, 102 might be a nice area for OPSEC. This is an interesting little play, little Web3 kind of GPU play. Worth checking out. I like it, and it sucks that it's probably down from where I would say we had 129. I think we're about when I looked at it, or I'm either down. I don't know. I'll probably need to add some to my bags here to bring my point of entry in if I want to keep playing this little guy. I like the project myself. What was your score over on Tokenmetrics? OPSEC. And Trader, you got straight up sell. It's got $124 million market cap. This is why I liked it. It was 88% undervalued. Had some nice scores with investors. So that was one of the things that kind of played me over to it, and just its narrative, because this is kind of a hot thing. Decentralized supercomputer applications and a bunch of their partnerships: Venom, Takio, Optimism, Zora, BitTensor, Linea, and lots of other stuff going on over there. So I think it's interesting. I played over on CoinEx, which is the chart that we're looking at here, but man, she's had a little bit of a sell-off, got all the way down to 63. Gosh, really? Why didn't I catch that? Did I have any limit orders put in? Sometimes you put those limit orders in for those hopeful areas and they get hit, and it's like, yeah! Apparently I didn't do that, so. You suck, Road Dog, you suck! So let's see what we got. Sam Webb says Caponado sounds kind of nice. Is the Dalai Lama a real pattern, or is it a meme? I've never heard of, I've heard of a camel pattern, which was weird. It was ended up being a make-up one. I never heard of a Dalai Lama pattern. Most patterns, really, when you zoom out, especially if you zoom out, you'll find that a lot of them are triangular. But I mean, you got three types of, and they look kind of like this. I mean, if you zoom out, you can pretty much make everything fall into this, and then you can apply these probabilities, and then it kind of, for me, it changes the game. However, the common thing that I see preached out is everything 68%, no matter what direction and whatever. Okay. do you, I do me, and I got Bukowski over here with more accurate things that seem to work pretty well. Mr. Miles says, when things don't go your way, you're supposed to blame it on manipulation and not the market itself. Yes, sir. Sometimes I get my memes mixed up. Manipulation. Offset got hacked as it in the moment. Oh, really? I have not heard of that. Well, that would explain the big. Well, that was going to be a fun one for me to ride in. She can come back, but that just puts a damper on the development. Oh well, I have to look into that. I'll pay more for you to suck less is a sentence most men will never. That's funny. Sanford and Sanford is under your danger yourself and so am I back at. Yeah. Very good, Mr. Boss. Hey, Ethereal, how's it going? Listening to the haunting of Toby Jug on YouTube tonight, but show looking good as always. Hey, I appreciate you. Appreciate your input. Haunting of Toby Jug. Might have to look that up later. And thank you, Cheek Peek, for that $2. And we did look at Andy on ETH there. And Mr. Miles requested Flux. I knew there was something there. Flux. Oh, you took a... Why, Flux? Why? You're doing so good. You at 178 and now you at 90 cents? What's up with you? What was you thinking? Oh, yeah. Broke back into the pattern and everything went to all hell. Man, it looked good if you could have held that. You know, it's usually the rising wedges that I'm always looking for that parabolic activity. I don't always see it out of these. I see them try it. Rarely do I see them pull it off when they break out of a bearish megaphone, but I got to give them an A for effort. But seeing them break back into these patterns, then we do expect them to come back down toward the bottom-ish, and it might be coming back to 75 cents or down here at the 618 again, Fibonacci here at 81 cents. But then there might be an opportunity for some type of a M-top and recover in this area 139 or maybe even up to 178. I don't know. Keep an eye on Flux. That's what we zoom out. That's always the best thing to do. I was there on the 6th hour. You'd think that would be enough, right? But you'd be surprised. Come down to the 5-day. That's kind of zoomed out. Ooh. She's still in accumulation though. This 140 area there and below. Eventually, I mean, it sounds crazy, but by my analysis and how I use this part of the cycle and with Fibonacci, let's turn it into a pumpkin. This is still an accumulation zone, an extended one, but still, look back and see this has been some really juicy areas to get this eventually. I know it seems crazy, but there's so much potential to come up to around $2 to $3, and I got $3.15 up here to target. I just don't know how long it'll take for this one to take off. But nice bottom and, you know, formations here, and this could be making an complex inverted head and shoulders, which would mean you might have another shoulder or two to go through to confirm before we really see some good action. Just some ideas to look at. Right now, I'm looking at 75 cents as a possible good area to find support. Is it really time? Guard dog falling asleep at the wheel. Oh, it's Chris. Hey, there's Crispy Chicken. How's it going, Chris? Chris is one of my admins over at the little Telegram community over there, which really has no real responsibilities. It's just and kick people out. Help me keep the riffraff out, which we don't really have it because it's a private group. Links are in the description below though. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Crispy Chicken. Miles, the rock profiles are for real good. I used to like that when I was a kid. I mean, and watch those old ancient reruns when I was yeah. Is Badger DAO healthy? It performs pretty well. As far as the project itself, I don't know, but it's performed pretty well last cycle. And it made me wish that I'd kept it instead of getting out of it. So I still look at it. Let's take a look at the chart. It sucks that we got this big pullback here, which makes me have to question, you know, is this going to be symmetrical? Are we going to do like another big, wide, long butt cheek that's going to take forever? That could. I think it'd probably have to look at the fibs here and see how well that they line up, because the butt crack is usually a harmonic fib pattern I'm finding, which is not yet my specialty, but maybe one of these days. We're on the right track. I mean, they overlaps well with what I do, but I don't understand everything that they do quite. That's the Scott Carney School of. Oh, that's a 88. No, you're not. Or you almost are. You're looking at a little thing like this, and I think this would be coming down further to either a 127 94. This is not my specialty. 94 cents. Yeah, don't. Yeah. Ain't me, man. We got it around in shape. I just don't want to see us do another mirror image of this. So this is kind of when you gotta. I think it's wise to draw a little line in the sand there, which ironically we're respecting at the moment. So that's how I kind of look at it. To tell you the truth, you can make this as complicated or simple as you want to, and I think simple is better. And if you bounce off of here, well then. You got some nice little higher targets, like at $10 to aim for. Especially if your 200 moving average is at $7.35, and we got a target sitting up there. What is it? $7. We're at $4.28. That's a pretty good come up. In my, I like it. So, and I like that it's holding this trend line. Just need to see her get above the 200 moving average on any time frame. And right now on the daily, she's finding support on its 200 moving average, and to me that just kind of confirms being at the bottom of trend line. That's kind of bullish. Nice little wick. I think she's going to find a bounce here and start working to these higher areas. 705 just might be a wussy place to take profit. Haven Pick says, I'm a coin whisperer. It is a unique gift, my friend, but yes. We are out there. The coin whisperers are out there. The proctologist of crypto. Well, that's funny. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. It is 11:51. I'm going to cut this one just a little short. Be back again tomorrow night. I am actually planning on making it official, doing the member stream tomorrow, probably in the afternoon, somewhere around 7 or 8 p.m. You don't have to be present at the time that I do it. You can always have access to it with the membership. Just going to go over, basically kind of break down what I do, going back over the fundamentals that we did before, like getting into patterns and then triggers and trade setups, basically. Just covering some good old basics and good old trading wisdoms and whatever you guys want to talk about in the memberships. And I will see you there. Then we'll be back again tomorrow night, taking a look at the markets, and hopefully we'll have a little bit healthier of a day. I always like to end the stream with one final look at Bitcoin and just see what the heck are you doing, man? Or are you going up? Are you going down? Are you going sideways? It's like we're going up a little bit, man. We're at what, 63? So here we are. I'm on the 6 minute because, yeah, I look at this sometimes. We just kind of been raging through here for the past days since Saturday, right? And here we are coming into Wednesday. So a lot of time to play in this little range. And if you played it as a range, what you're doing is okay. I've been trying to play it as a range because, you know, I think that works a little bit better than trying to draw triangles on a 1 minute chart, but that's just me. Some people are dang good at drawing little triangles on 1 minute charts, and bless their little hearts. I just like to zoom out and get my targets a little bit easier. Confluence right here with this diagonal trend line and this measure move at 65,707. Will it go there? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. If it does, hey, party hardy. I think that's got a good chance. That's all I can say. I'm playing it as so. Thanks for hanging out with me. See you tomorrow. God bless you.
Come on, come here, boy. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice, ice, ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Fade out of the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you wish really was part your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets.
Some call him the Nostradamus of crypto. His charting skills have discovered new entire galaxies. He once was engaged to Satoshi Nakamoto's oldest sister. He is the most interesting trader in the world. And today we asked him, what do you do when the market crashes?
I buy more. And I also subscribe to Road Dog Crypto. Trade wisely, my friends.